Top billing to you. One simple request. Make sure you support quality content by subscribing to this channel right there. Let's go.
Top Billin.
All right, real quick, wanted to bring attention to stuff like this because I'm hearing this quite a bit in regards to the University of Georgia. This is by cat Daniel Minton. Obviously an Alabama fan on the channel right here. I'm sure he's a pretty knowledgeable guy, but he's saying stuff that I've seen a lot of people say to me that doesn't really make any sense. So he says Georgia is losing their left tackle. Well, obviously it should be its left tackle. Two great running backs, top receiver from 2017, all four starting linebackers, a few other good defensive players. Pump the brakes on them being elite and blah, blah, blah. Lost to just a bunch of nonsense right there. So let's talk about how championship teams are made right here. Losing its left tackle, yes, definitely a cause for concern there, but probably not as you would think if you really just know how it is. Georgia's recruited very well at the offensive line position the last couple of cycles. Probably the two best line hauls in the past two classes in the entire country. This right here, four starting linebackers, the edge presence, the edge defenders, no doubt about that. You definitely want to be concerned with that. And we'll see how that shakes out there. I believe the best edge player is actually still on the team, believe it or not. Check that out in the playlist there. And the off-the-ball linebackers, obviously going to be referring to a cat like Roquan Smith, right? Roquan Smith is a hell of a player, probably the best off-ball linebacker in the history of the program, but he's an off-ball linebacker. You can find those guys, man. You can check out the history of the NFL, man. It'll be cats leading teams in tackles. You wouldn't even know who the hell they are and where they're from. You can find off-ball linebackers. And the converse of that is running backs. You know me, I'm a running back guy. Helped train and market Steel Chambers going to Ohio State University 2019, cat like that, and some other running backs as well. It's a position I feel most comfortable with, position I first played and everything like that. But I do know this. You can find running backs anywhere. And this is Georgia. Georgia has found running backs anywhere. Go back as far as way back, but then you can go back in recent yesteryear like Garrison Hurst and these cats like that. Even 10 years ago, man, when cats wasn't even really talking about, you still had no Sean Marino, Thomas Brown, Craig Lumpkin, Danny Ware, and cats like that. So, man, running backs, you can dime a dozen. I hate to say it, dime a dozen. And receivers don't win anything, man. The T.O. win anything. Randy Moss, all these guys are Hall of Famers, but they're not winning anything, at least not by themselves. So, come on, man. Where you at with that? To me, that doesn't make any sense, man. Pump the brakes on being elite. I'll show you what elite programs are made from, and it's a carbon copy of the team that this gentleman here would root for. It's these interior defensive line players. This is what makes a team like that. So let's check this cat out. All right, y'all, quick defensive primer right here, just to show you the roles in Georgia's defense right here. So obviously you have your zero technique right here. We're seeing being played by Julian Rochester, who was a hell of a zero technique, but he can also play out from both of these positions as well here. So it shows you the versatility of Georgia's defense because they have like 5 or 6 of these guys who can play these 3 different positions. So this is what makes Georgia an elite program to me, is these 3 positions right here. So obviously your zero technique, his job is going to be man either A gaps or he, depending on the flavor of the scheme, they may send them there just to tie up a couple of blockers here. His job is to make sure that a guy like this stays clean, especially if you see right here, normally in a 40 defense is what some people would call it, or a 50 type defense here, your guards are going to be uncovered. So these guys can work up to the second level quite well. So, but if you have a good guy like this who can occupy a couple of guys, or if you have yourself four eye technique right here, who is able to tie up some guys as well. You know what I'm saying? You can keep these guys clean. But that particular role right there, before a guy like Tyler Clark, man, I like to see him right here because I think have that type of athleticism. So we see him playing a role where Trent Thompson does. I think he could do an even better job because I think he may be a little bit of a quicker athlete. Not as big or anything like that, but he's as ferocious, if not more ferocious. And he can get the job done right there. So you can see him playing right there. You can see him playing right there. And I wouldn't be opposed to seeing a guy like Tyler Clark playing right here as well. Like I said before, it's a big rotation of guys. You see him right here. This guy's still on the team. David Marshall right here. Tyler Clark. All these guys, man, you'll get to see even some transfers. Jay Hayes and these guys working this. So, all right, man, let's go ahead and get into the breakdown. All right, check it, y'all. 3rd and 27 right here. This is the lightest box you could imagine because this is a 10 personnel super spread. You don't even see any receivers in the frame here on the wide side of the field here. A couple of receivers to the boundary. You got a number split right here. So obviously what they're going to do is they're counting on this being pretty much man-to-man. You got 3 linemen here. You have 3 defenders right here. You have 2 linemen here on this side. You have 3 players right here, but you have 2 blockers right here. So 2-on-2, 3-on-3 here. But this, my friend, looks like a tackle and guard pull. So this is a tag sweep right here. A tag sweep right here on 3rd and 27. Something like this should go for at least 20 yards, you know, because you're being outflanked right here. Look at this. Look at all this space right here. But look at this fool right here. This man is a god dang animal. This is Tyler Clark sitting right here at a 3 technique, getting double teamed by some big heavies right here. Look at this bad boy right here. This is what makes an elite program. So check this out. My man comes right there, getting doubled. He shrugs off, breaks through, and tackles that bad boy at the line of scrimmage. You're 3rd and 27. 3rd and 27. You couldn't even get a yard. You couldn't even get a yard. That is phenomenal, phenomenal play. This type of stuff people don't want to watch. I see people clicking off right now because they're soft, but real people watching this right now know that this is football right here, and this is what makes an elite program. So kudos to that man, Tyler Clark. Let's watch this in full speed. I'm telling you right now, Billin, my man Tyler Clark absolutely showed out in the college football playoffs. And you know he's going to straight ball out this year. And I think he'll be one of the top 2 or 3 players on the entire team. This is illustrative of that measure. So check this out. Right here, my man is lined up at a 3 technique right here. So if you see the spacing right here, more than likely, if Roquan Smith isn't approaching, he's going to have to get help. Right here, this center is going to go ahead and help the right guard right here because this man is a damn animal. All right, so if we go ahead and start rolling that, we can see it right here. But look at this, man. Look at the functionality, strength right here. This guy is unable to anchor down. So look at him. He can already feel it right now, so he's lost. So he's got his foot way out trying to anchor down. He's trying to throw the anchor way out to sea right here. Can't stop it. It does not matter. He's got the leverage, got up under them. Look at his strength, man. He continues to push him back, continues to collapse the pocket. He's collapsing the pocket and getting help. The man still can't stop. He's still getting sprung off the ground, dude. Look at this. Tell me if you're not excited about this, man. If you're a fan of defensive football, you don't got to be a fan of Georgia, just a fan of defensive football right here. This is nasty. This is how you collapse a pocket right here. So good play right here by, I believe, Ledbetter, who is going to be a superstar as well on this particular team. Not allowing Baker Mayfield to climb the pocket. And then your man Tyler Clark is right there for the sack. Boom. Look at that. You'll see 52 and 13 a lot this year, y'all. Nasty, nasty. All right, let's go ahead. Everybody's like, oh, it's too long. So all the sissies have left. So all my real football heads are still watching this right here. So football heads, you'll love this particular play right here. What we have looks like 11 personnel, but you got an orbit. Yeah, you got an orbit motion right there from Bo Scarborough. So you got an orbit motion swing pass. So check out my man right here, Tyler Clark, lined up at the 3 technique again. This is just pure hustle right here, pure hustle. So obviously this ball goes wide. So his first is the check off right there on Jalen. This ball goes wide. Normally cats like this, man, they're out of the fray, man. You know, you got 3-on-3 blocking here, or you got 3-on-4 blocking here. I believe it's another player right here. You got your running back right here. Normally these cats be like, all right, man, I'm not gonna make the play, so I'm good. But look at the pure hustle from this guy right here, man. He just does it. He one who makes the tackle. And then he does his thing, man. What I like about this guy is every time he's going to be moving his neck all crazy. But look at this, man. You got Calvin Ridley right here, all 185 pounds of him pushing Tyler Clark, you know. You don't do that, man. This ain't Ethiopia, you know what I mean? So he gets pushed off right there, and he lets him know, talking that trash. So this is the type of attitude that you want to have from your interior defensive players, man. So Georgia has a bunch of nasty defensive players like that, and he was letting everybody know all game. He's still talking. Look at him. He's still talking. This dude is the absolute truth. Hustle plays in the backfield, going to make, in effect, plays in a variety of different ways. So him, Jonathan Ledbetter, David Marshall, Julian Rochester, all these guys, man, Walter Grant, your boy DeAndre Walker. Georgia has a line of scrimmage for that ass, all right? So let's check it out in full speed.